Hi, today is a home decor haul and I'm so excited because I have been waiting so long for buying anything decor for this place I am living for years, because this is like a flat that I rent, so I just don't want to invest any money into here because I know this is not my permanent home. But I just feel like I wasn't really happy with here because it's very boring. There's literally no decor at all other than my old background. There's like two fake flowers from IKEA in the background, and that's it. Like other things, there's like probably pillows, like the pillows on the sofa is the only thing that's like decor, considered decor in this house before. But recently I thought, even though this is like a permanent home and I'm planning to buy my own home pretty soon in the future, but still I don't want to make myself unhappy at the current time. Also, another big reason is because I already kind of decided what kind of style I want for my new home that I'm planning to buy next year, and I don't see my opinion or my aesthetic or my plan will change in the next year because I'm like set pretty solid on this. So I think if I'm gonna buy it anyway, why might not just buy it from now so that I can enjoy it for longer. I won't be like super boring living this like current 1 year until I have my own home to stay. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this big haul. And the style I'm going for is actually traditional Chinese style, but not too traditional. It's like more of a modern version of that. And if you don't know, I am from China, even though I'm currently living in Japan, but I am a Chinese that grew up in China. So I always really appreciated the traditional Chinese style, which I think you can tell by the background. And let's just start with the background because there's 4 things, right? And all of those are the things that I bought in this haul. And I don't know if there's anybody interested in where I got this, but there is a website called Taobao in China, which is basically, you can consider that same as Amazon, but it's just like a Chinese company that does the similar concept kind of thing. And there was a pretty big sale happening every year at June 18. So I bought a lot of things in that sale event. Okay, let's just start with the things in the background. Okay, firstly, this is I don't know how to call this, a vase. Yeah, I think it's called a vase, right? And I just love this like style. It's pretty much mimicking the old bronze antique style that's like going on for, not going on, but like started from thousands years ago in China. It's like this green look, I think, is mimicking the bronze rust. If you don't know, like for iron, when it like oxidized, when it has rust, it's like a reddish color, right? But for bronze, it's green. So it's gonna be looking like something like this, like the antique bronze decoration look. And I really like this. And I don't know if you can tell, there's like some texture on this as well. So it's not smooth. You can feel the texture, and it's like actually pretty similar to what rust feel like on your hand. I actually really like this look. And obviously this is like fake flower. I have to say the flower is not the best. If you see it like up close, you definitely can tell it's fake, but I feel like from far it's like nothing that I can accept. It's not awful. And what I love about this is like every single of these branches, there's a wire inside of it, so you can just style this for your own preference. Like let's say you want to make this more on this side, you can just bend it. That's it. But I'm someone that I don't have much artist cell in my brain. So I don't know how to style this. So I just mimicked what was on the website, which I will show a picture here. And also, like, things are pretty affordable in this website. Let's see, I think the flower and the pot together is probably roughly about $10, which I think is not that expensive. And it's also not like awfully cheap that you're questioning like how the workers, like the workers condition, right? I don't know what's in the background, but I think $10 is like a reasonable price. And there's actually two like branch, like two fake flower in here, and one is from another order. The one they are offering, the most volume is at the top and the bottom is kind of looking bold, so I just combined the two and to achieve this look. And actually I think the picture they are providing, they are using like two flowers anyway, like two of these anyways. They are not like conducted by one. Okay, for the lights, it's pretty hard to show you the lights with it's going on, and I already set this light in place, so I don't want to move it. It's like quite a big hassle to move it. But let's turn this off. I think I see there's like words written on it. They're written by the Chinese people in the past, like in the history. This is a pretty well-known artist for like, I don't know how to say 书法 in English. I'll put the word in on the screen. But yeah, this is like, oh, maybe let's and show you the cover. Can you see the words? They printed the words. And actually, I thought this would be like a little different than it actually looks. I thought this would be those very thick paper that people use in the past. Like they always, in the past, people use like a very thick paper and put wax or candles on top, so it's like hardened. I'm pretty sure it's wax. And they will have like those fire light inside of it. And so I thought it would be like paper, but it's not. It's like, it's plastic. It's just this edge is wrapped like by a cloth, which I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought this would be like actual, not synthetic material. But nobody's gonna look at this like that close. This is about $8 maybe. You just have to change the bulb inside to match whatever your electricity level in your country. Okay, the next, this big piece of wood. So you might want to ask, why would you buy this like chunky piece of wood? But I just love natural fabric. I love this like kind of not rough edge, it's polished, so it's not sharp, but it's like, you know, it's like a wild natural look. And the texture is like looking so amazing, and they chopped the top so you have like a platform to put some things on this. I think this is supposed to be for the tea table, so you can put your teapots and little teacups on this. But for me, even though I love to drink Chinese tea, but I don't know much about the art, the rules of it. I just love this look, and it's not very expensive at all. It's just like the shipping is a little expensive because I'm shipping to Japan. Including the shipping is probably around, I don't know, $30, which I think for this natural piece of wood that's this big, shipping overseas, $30 not that much. I think, even though I haven't seen anything like this in Japan, but I think easily cost me like $100, like easily cost something like that. So yeah, I really love this one, and I was so excited to pick different style of this thing because it's natural. Every piece is different, so you have to choose the one that you really like. This one is my favorite. It's not too polished that it's losing its like wild look. Yeah, I just love this piece, and I have a lot of other pieces that I want to buy from their store. So this thing is actually called Gendel, which is like art around the roots of trees. They polish it a little bit but left their natural style for the most part. So that's a type of art in China. And this store is specifically for those type of like roots art. And there's so many like different things like platform for your tea pots, tea cups, decoration that you can, that there's like a big hole in the middle. You can put another decoration in the center, which is like a whole vibe. And they also have lamps. Really, it's a whole vibe that I really want that vibe in my future home. So even though for now this is like a pretty small flat, I don't have space for that, but I'm definitely planning to buy more when I have my own home. This is also for the tea tables actually. I think it's made by bamboo, if I'm not misunderstanding. It's either bamboo itself or it's the leaves. And this is normally the mat that you will use on your tea table to prevent hot water spilled from the pot to ruin your wooden table, because hot water damage the wood very quickly. So yeah, they usually use this kind of thing on their tea tables. I bought a lot of things that meant for tea tables because I just really like the style. This is not a tea table, it's just like a drawer I'm using for my makeup. How beautiful is that? I think I'm a genius. I pictured this in my mind and I wasn't sure how it's gonna look, but yeah, it's looking pretty bomb. And I sent picture to my friend and she really liked this as well, so it's not just me. And another thing that I'm really excited is a case for tissue papers. It's this. How beautiful is this, right? Isn't this like the most beautiful thing you can find in the world? I just know I want to get this the second I see this style. Of course, like you put the tissue paper here, right? How do you... Oh yeah, this, you open this part and you put paper there and you put this part back. I think this part is bamboo and this part is wood. And there's this little, I don't know how to call this in English, it's called hulu in China. Normally in the past people use this like much bigger version. People use this to hold their drinks and they will chop this top part off and they will make like a plug on it. So people just hand this thing on their belt when they're thirsty. They can just, you know, pull this out from their belt and open the plug and drink it. How cute is that? I actually want a water bottle like that. But I don't know how the leakage proof situation is on this thing. But one thing is like very good about this is because the bottom is heavier, right? Naturally it will hold more water in the bottom. So the top will always be more lightweight, right? So the top part will always be like a little bit higher than the bottom part. So naturally it has like a leakage proof thing going on with it. So yeah, even though that has nothing to do with this whole tissue paper case, but yeah, I thought that's like interesting. Another reason why I bought this is because first I thought of buying some stand for my headset, but then I see this. I thought I can just do this, right? It's like perfect. Yeah, I really love this thing, and I think this is like 10 something dollars for this whole thing. 10 to 15, I believe. So next is this thing. Can you guess what this is? This is actually PC laptop stand. Like you put your laptop here. Because I really don't want anything like synthetic on my desk. Not anything, like the computer will be synthetic, right? So I bought this one, and there's this little screw so that you can adjust the space in between. You can like make it tighter or like wider. This is like the widest set. I find it's like pretty nice. It can fit most or like almost every laptop you can think of. First I thought, will this be like very stable, because this part is like so low. It's not like a very secure stop kind of thing. But I tested, it's pretty stable. So I think it's probably because the wood itself has pretty much weight to it, and this little part is probably holding it back, holding like in place pretty well. This is like almost same price as that like tissue paper case, but I love this, and I think it's very well made. There's no rough edges, it's all so smooth, and yeah, there's no flaw on this. I think it's worth the price. And in the same store, I bought another laptop stand, but it's like a different kind of stand. That one is for when you're not using the laptop, right? You just like close it and put it on that. But this is for when you are using your laptop to hold it in a higher angle. So you open it like this, right? And this part can come off. And there's these little sticks, and you put them in like whatever hole you want, and it adjusts the angle. See? If you want it to be higher, you put it like more on like this side. If you want it to be lower, you can put it more on this side. And when you're not using it, you can just close it as this. Like, it's super compact, which I really like, because I hate something that I'm not using taking up space on my desk. So yeah, I really love this one. And because this one needs a lot of like work on it, right? It's not like something like a piece of plastic that you can just easily put into place. So this one is pretty expensive, I think. $25 for a stand. Not too expensive though, but yeah, more expensive than the other stuff. And this is a book stand, because I think if all of the stuff, or not all, like most of the stuff in my home will be wood, I want my book stand to be wood as well. So I bought these. There's nothing much to say about this. This is like very well made. It's real, two pieces of like real wood, and the color is pretty nice. It's a little bit dark than I thought it would be, but yeah, it's still like gorgeous piece of real wood that I really love. And how much was this? I don't know, $8? Yeah, about $8 maybe. This is another piece, and this is actually a phone stand, but I'm not gonna use this for a phone. I'm gonna use this for my gaming controller. Like, how perfect is that? It's like literally the perfect stand. And when you're not using the stand, it's also cute. It's like, I think it's mimicking a deer, right? This is like the horn. Do you call that a horn? Like what's on the deer's head? And this is like four legs from the deer. Like, how cute is that? I love this one. about $8 or $9 because it's like a piece of, not one piece obviously, but it's like a real wood. It's gonna be more expensive, and I think not like under $10 is like a reasonable price. And the next thing is very, very cute. This is purely just for decoration, but it's too cute. I'm gonna place this on my monitor stand because there's like a monitor creating a little platform on my desk is like holding my my monitor, and I want to place this right under the monitor, so every time I'm working I can see this little set, little cute set. So yeah, that's another thing. And this is also in a whole line, like it's like a whole design for like so many different these little styles. There's a little cat painter that's painting a Mona Lisa, and the Mona Lisa is also a cat. I think I'm gonna buy that Mona Lisa one when I'm at home. It's like so cute. I want them to be like in the same set. The next is a huge desk mat, because even though I love wooden natural colors, I don't want my home to be like a sad beige home. So I also want some color. So I bought this super huge desk mat. It like has some flower design on it, which is like super gorgeous. Like you can see, it's like barely fitting into the screen, and I just love a desk mat like this. I don't want this like small little mouse pad. I don't like that, and I just feel like it gives some color, but it's not too loud. It doesn't fit in the rest of my home. Yeah, perfect amount of color, and I love the style of the painting. I don't know if it's like exactly the Chinese style of painting, but I think it's like close, right? It looks like ink, like the Chinese traditional painting sort of ink. Yeah, I love this, and it's like actually pretty affordable. Including the shipping, it was around $10, $11, $12, which for something this big is not really expensive. And the color is like true to the color that of the like official picture. And there's actually another one that I debated to get, but after seeing a lot of pictures provided by the people that purchased this, I decided to purchase this one instead of the other. I think it's the Lotus. So this huge what do you call this, like chair cushion, like you sit on this part. I don't have a chair cushion, so I definitely needed this one. And it's actually super comfy because it's big enough. It's hugging every area from your back to your like the side of your body. Yeah, I really love this, and I also think this is like a great way to have some color in my home, right? Like green is actually a very colorful but natural color. I love green. Next is this little jar that I don't know what to use for, but because this is like very fitting to the whole aesthetic, and it can like add some color into the decor. This lid is super tight. Yeah. And this thing, what do you call this in English? Because I have only seen this thing in Asia. In China, we call this 柿子, and in Japanese, they call this kaki. And it's a fruit that you eat in the winter. And this actually has like a very good meaning, culture-wise, because it's called 柿子, right? 柿 is actually the similar pronunciation to just like things, stuff, because it's also pronounced 是 in Chinese. And the meaning of this is everything that happens will go with your plan. So that's what's behind this thing. Other than the color is like a very colorful color, normally means like good luck. Because I don't know why, like in China people just love like this kind of orangey or reddish color. That's normally means something good is happening. I don't know what I would put in this thing. I'm thinking either coins or some stationery stuff that's necessary but I don't use very often in here. Maybe clips or something like that. Actually kind of matches my makeup and my shirt. This little scissor. Actually I don't need more scissors, but I just love this scissor. It's like a bird, the design of a bird. And it's also sold in some of like I don't know which store, probably the store of this desk mat, and I think this is probably the tools for like tea, like a part of the Chinese tea routine. I don't know, but I just love this little thing. I don't know what I want to use this for. I don't want to use it in some way to damage it, like to open packages. I don't want to use this for that. Yeah, still don't know what I want to use this for, but yeah, this is like super cute. Look at it, how cute is that? There's a lot of mat in this today's haul, which this one is a mat as well. I want to put this on my monitor stand because I kind of don't really like the super wild pattern on the wood. My monitor stand is also wood. I would love to have the edge of the stand still have some that like natural pattern, but the center to be a little more like plain like this, so I can put decoration on the centers without looking like too loud, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this under my monitor, and I think I'm gonna put the cute little cat on this part as well. The next is another similar stuff to the like similar ways to the one that I talked before. This is like a different design. Like the opening is like this, and it's the same kind of the vintage antique bronze kind of style. It has this like similar texture. It's not smooth, and this branch, it's also the same kind of stuff that there's like a wire inside, so you can bend this to change the style. It's like a vibe, right? I think it fits in the whole aesthetic. This is made by bamboo as well. This little tray, I bought 3. There's one thing about these like handmade things. I think this is handmade. The thing is, first of all, it's gonna be like a little bit rough because that's the look that you're going for, right? And second of all, the measurement will not be super precise. Under my monitor stand, there's this little space, and I measured the space and look at the measurement of this product. It can fit in 3. If I just put it this way, like vertically, but actually I can only fit in 2. They're like a little too long. But yeah, this not super big of an issue. I can still use this tray. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just like keep in mind this like handmade stuff will not always have the most precise measurements. But I love this whole look. It's fitting in the whole traditional Chinese style because I don't want to have something that's like super polished, and this is just perfect. This is one thing that I didn't like that much. It's another little mat. This is also actually for the tea table. You are supposed to put your pots and little teacups on this. It's this thing. Even if you measured how big it is, in person you will always find the thing is like smaller than you imagined. So I thought this would be like one round bigger, like in my imagination, but yeah, it's like a little bit smaller. And I was planning to put this on top of my the computer case, because I'm using the computer that I built. It's not a laptop. On top of the case, I want to put this on top and put some decor on it. But now because it's like a little bit small, I'm not sure how that will look, but we'll see. And this is like, the quality is pretty nice and the look of it has nothing wrong. It's just my own imagination thing. I haven't opened this yet, but this is like a label printer. I will pay like a lot of money if I want to buy something like this in Japan. I think the cheapest one was how much? Like $50 here, and the look was not exactly the one that the style that I was looking for, because I want to have this outside as a part of the decor, not actually only use it to print labels. I want this kind of green kind of look. So if I want something cute like this, it will cost me way more. So I just bought it from the Chinese website, and I think this is pretty nice. I haven't used this yet, but this cost me like, I don't know, $40. And I want to print some labels and to stick them to my cables, because there's too many cables, and sometimes when I'm adjusting the label, the cable, I don't even know which cable is connected to which. So yeah, that's gonna come in handy. Next is this keyboard caps. Because the keyboard I'm using right now, the keycaps is not really fitting in the current style I'm going for. I want something like green, so I bought this whole set, and I think the color can really go with a lot of the stuff I'm purchasing today. This is actually pretty affordable as well. It's probably around $10, which if I buy something like this in Japan, the stuff might be the same. Okay, it's probably even produced in the same factory, but it will be like easily 3 times of the price. So I bought this, and I'm planning to customize my keyboard to paint the frame a green, matcha green kind of color, and replace the set with this, the keycaps with this. Next, it's this little lamp. It looks crooked right now. Let's adjust this a little bit. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna look on the camera. I think it's looking pretty nice. I am planning to put this on top of my monitor, so that I'm having some sort of lamp on my table, because currently I have no lamps on my table, because like I said, I refused to buy decoration for my flat I'm living, including a lamp. I didn't even get a lamp for my desk. So yeah, this is actually one of the most expensive things here, I believe. This is probably around $25 to $30 here, and yeah, I need to adjust this part because of the shipping. This part crooked a little bit, but this is not anything that I can't adjust. I just need to figure out the thing going on here. But yeah, this whole thing is pretty nice, and you can put decoration on this part, which I was thinking to put this thing here. So this is like a whole decoration that's gonna go on my like computer case, and I think it's like a pretty nice style. What do you think? And also this is the same with the lamp in the background. You need to change the bulb into the whatever electricity level that you're using in your own country. This is a little set of fake succulents. Okay, this is 3 of them, right? Why is this making this sound? And there's this one with little flowers. Obviously you can tell it's fake, right? But I can't keep succulents alive for right now. I'm still like a plant serial killer at this stage. The only succulents I can have is like the fake ones. So I just bought a set. I want to sneak this little set in like here and there. And this set is like pretty affordable as well. Probably like, I don't know, around like not even $10 I think. I think this is supposed to be a pen stand. What do you call it? Pen, not a pen bottle, right? It's just whatever you put pens in. And it's like a style of a chunk of bamboo, right? I thought this was gonna be just a blob of bamboo, right? They just chopped a part of it and make it like a thing to hold your pen. But it actually is not. It's like clay. It's like a pot, like a pottery kind of pot. Can you tell? Like the sound? So I'm actually surprised, but I'm not mad at it because this is actually looking very, very well made, and it's like pretty heavy even. And I just want to have this to hold my lip gloss on my desk, so that this is gonna fit into the whole aesthetic. Yeah, that's for the lip glosses. I think this is gonna be the last thing here. It's like a mirror. That's the stand is wood. The mirror that I'm using right now is like a pretty, how to say, it's like a plastic one. And actually I don't really like plastic that much. And that's the one that has like the LED lights going on, which I actually find out I don't need. So I think I'm gonna resell that one to local people, whoever needed that. And I'm gonna change to this one because I only needed the mirror, and I want the style fit into my whole like aesthetic. Sorry that this thing is in frame, but I have nowhere to put it for right now. But yeah, this is the haul, and I think I'm gonna make a video of how I'm like putting these things in place. Basically a desk setup sort of video. Stay tuned if you are interested. I'm probably gonna post that within a month, I think. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.